Hello. Hi. Hit me. Hopefully this camera angle's okay. I had an absolute humdinger of a time getting set up today. But lovely to see you. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. I guess I shall introduce myself straight off the bat. For anybody who's just come in on the raid, hello, welcome in. My name's Twitch user Sammy Kelsh. I'm a variety streamer. As you can see, I'm doing art today. I do cozy art streams on Mondays and Thursdays, and I do cozy game streams on Fridays, and I really hope that I'm unmuted right now. Anyways. Am I? Oh, thank God I'm unmuted. Anywho, lovely to see y'all. Neo, how is your stream? What were you up to today? If you're not following Neo, let me get a shout out for them in the chat. Neo's weather station. What were you up to today? Do feel free to let us know all about it. If there's any artworks that you would like to share, feel free to whisper a link in my direction, and I would love to share them with the stream. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. Oh, what a day. I've got stories. I've got stories out the wazoo about today. Oh my goodness. It has been, as I say, a day today. I think Monday is having a case of the Mondays is effectively what's going on. Anyways. But it's lovely to see y'all. Hello, hello. If you're not familiar with the kind of gubbins I get up to, I'm a traditional artist working primarily in watercolors and other wet media, but sometimes I do carved print blocks as well. But here's some recent works. What I done. For instance, this piece which took a cumulative month to paint on stream. Oh my goodness, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Was it worth it? I don't know, but I had fun doing it, so, like, whatever. Anyways, that's some of the shenanigans that we get up to here. I'm playing with some new paints in today's painting, and I'm very, very excited about it. I'm gonna catch up with chat now. Let's see. Oh, Neo says, I was looking into D&D combat rules. Ooh, very exciting. Very exciting. You know I love the D&D. We love the D&D in this stream. Looking into D&D combat rules, I've been DMing for quite a while. Very cool. But I'm usually avoiding combat, so I worked through that as part of my D&D prep. Very awesome. If you want to share any art, feel free to share what I put in your Discord lately, but no pressure. I didn't do any art today. Oh, I would love to. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can open Discord without the stream breaking, because sometimes it likes to do that, but I shall attempt. An attempt is being made. Let me try. Okay. I think we should be relatively stable. I am connected to the correct internet. That's always a good start. Because sometimes lately, because of the fact that I use my phone as my camera to stream art with, it will sometimes decide that it's like, oh, did you want me to like connect to the Wi-Fi via your phone? Meaning like, do you want to basically go off of your phone signal instead of, like your house Wi-Fi, and will just automatically do that? And I'm like, no, because A, it's not going to work as well, and B, that's costing me significantly more money. So no, please don't do that. But it hasn't done that. But I did have some technical difficulties earlier today as well. I also had 2 sets of technical difficulties today, I relate. Oh, Neo, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, beans. I hope they got sorted out okay. But, Neo has shared some very, very cool artwork in the Discord lately. It's been really, really nice to see, like, some of these lovely sketchies. And I just think that I just think it's so cool. Just seeing, like, literally seeing, like, there it is, and there it is, you know what I mean? I love this one especially. It's just, I don't know. Somehow turning it into a sketch makes it feel, like, so magical. I just think it's really... I want to go do this. You're inspiring me to, like, get outside and actually draw stuff, which is very, very cool as well. Do you want to pay extra for severely worse stream? I don't. I really don't want to do that. I want to not do that, preferably. Anyways, thank you so much for letting me share your artwork on stream, and I'm so glad that it didn't break the computer. At least I hope it didn't break the computer. Hopefully we're still... Did I crash or did you crash? Oh god. Did we crash? Did we crash? Oh no. Okay, well the clock is still ticking forward and it says that I'm live. So, fingers crossed. No? We're okay. We're okay. Alright, I'm still live. Fantastic. Thank you for the confirmations, everybody. I hope you were able to, enjoy seeing some of Neo's genuinely, like, fantastic landscape little sketchies. I love them so much. And thank you so much for sharing those with us. I am going to have to mute the mic in a second, because I can feel... Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. That was such a loud sneeze I just spared you from. Well, you're still streaming. You're possibly an undead puppet streamer, and you're not actually alive, says Dark. Oh, believe me, I'm alive. Oh, believe me, I am. I am way too tired and sore to be undead. Thank you for the Gesundheit. I appreciate it. Thank you. I just had severe legs, but I'm back. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, cool. Cool. We can continue then. Wonderful. Oh, geez, I wish I had a packet of tissues with me. I'm gonna BRB for just a second, because I need tissues. One moment, please. Every time I exit the bathroom, I go to switch off the lights, and then I remember I can't. So yeah, about that. I've had some shenanigans so far today, it's fair to say the least. I've had some shenanigans. So, around lunchtime today, I made myself a cup of coffee. The cup of coffee was fine. Everything was okay. And then, wouldn't you know it, a beetle fell into my drink. Presumably flew in from in the window and flew into my beverage. So I was like, well, damn it. I'm going to have to make a new drink because this one is full of beetles. And I'm a vegetarian. So I go to the kitchen to make another cup of coffee. I open the fridge. The light isn't on, but the fridge is cold, so I don't really think anything of it. I think, oh no, the fridge light has gone out. How do you replace the light bulb in a fridge? I don't know. We'll deal with it when my partner gets home and we'll figure it out together, right? But then I go to switch the kettle on and the kettle's not switching on either. And then I realize that my laptop has announced that its battery is about to die. Because, yeah. It's plugged into the charger, but that's not working. Oh, and the internet's gone. Okay. So, the power went out for a wee while. That was really fun. I did end up troubleshooting what the issue was with the power having gone out. Thankfully, I was able to identify and rectify the problem. And essentially, I unplugged as many things as I could from the kitchen, hoping that it would be something in the kitchen that did it, and then just unplugging and plugging everything back in would make it better. So I unplugged everything. I reset the fuses. It was fine. And then I went to make another cup of coffee. I plugged the kettle in, and everything stopped working again. I was like, okay, so I reset it again. I plugged the kettle into a different plug. Everything stopped working again. So my kettle is dead. And that's why I'm on my second cup of coffee today, because I had to use the mocha pot, which uses the gas on the hob instead of the electric kettle. But makes 2 cups at a time, and I don't know how to make a single cup with that coffee pot. So this is my second coffee of the day. Oh no. But that's a solvable problem, in as much as we just apparently need to buy a new electric kettle, which we're probably not going to be able to do for a few days. So, yeah. tea time, coffee time? Maybe not so much. Anyways, hello Divine Pathways, welcome in. Hello Turnip. I realize there's a lot of people I haven't said hello to. I'm so sorry. It's been a day. Let me try and fix that. Have I said hello Dark? Hello Dark. It's lovely to see you. Neo, of course, thank you so much for the raid. And hello Turnip, and hello Silly, and hello Joe. It's lovely to see y'all. I'm so sorry that none of my beverages are hot. I do have a cup of tea. It is cold brewed. I just took a cup of cold water and put a tea bag in it and just left it for a few hours. It's a bit homeopathic, but it's fine. And I do have a coffee, which is now cold. I could conceivably warm it up in the microwave, but... And indeed, Turnip says there's the absolute troll solution of making tea in the microwave. If I have to, I guess... But given my druthers, I mean, I could also just boil water on the gas hob, but I avoid bringing water to the boil on the gas hob because it takes so much longer and a significantly greater expenditure of resource that we have to pay for in order to do it. But I mean, we've had the kettle for a couple years and it's taken quite a lot of abuse, but still, I feel like a kettle should last longer than that before it literally kills all the electrics in your house. At least it wasn't like the fridge. At least it was just the kettle, which, you know, we can get a new one for like £30. That's okay. It's an expense I wasn't expecting, and I don't love that for us. And I may need to make some compromises, but at least it's not the fridge. Anyways. Yeah, I have indeed done that before and it worked. I've done that before in hotel rooms. There was a hotel room I stayed in that did not have a microwave. Sorry, it didn't have a kettle, but it had a microwave, which was bizarre, frankly. But it's fine. I have to warm back up and microwave if my coffee gets cold. I have done that, Divine Pathways, and generally I think it's alright. Pounds, are you in Europe? Asks Divine. Yes. Yes. I live in the United Kingdom. As you can tell by my accent, I'm a Canadian person, but I don't live there. I live in the UK. Anyways. Divine? Did you just say I sound American? Oh no! I'm gonna give it a pass this once. But please be careful. I'm kidding. Anywho. Turnip says, do you have a throne? For no reason. I don't, because I would feel guilty if people bought me stuff off of it. Anyways. But thank you, T. You sound like a Michigander. To be fair, the bit of Canada that I'm from isn't too far from Michigan. And I think there's a bit of a blur. With that being said...
Attention.
Twitch user Sammy Kelsch.
Shoppers.
With that being said, there's another raid. Hello, Sammy Ann. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Hello. How are you doing? It is wonderful to see you. Welcome on in. How is your stream, Sammy Ann? Welcome. It's lovely to see you. And thank you so much for thinking of me. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a lovely stream. And hello, Bickman, as well. And hello, Sammy Ann. How are you doing? Let me get a shout out for Sammy Ann in the chat. If you're not following the lovely Sammy Ann, you should be doing that. And allow me to introduce myself for anybody who has just come in on the raid. My name is Twitch user Sammy Kelsch. I'm a variety streamer. I do art streams on Mondays and Thursdays. I do cozy game streams on Fridays. We did one yesterday as well, just for funsies. We played the new Snufkin game. You should play the new Snufkin game. It is amazing. It's super cute and super fun, and I love it with my entire heart. It's very good. The Snufkin game says F the police, by the way, which is the coziest sentiment I can think of. Anyways, we're working on this watercolor today, or I assume we will be at some point. But in the meantime, Sammy Ann, as always, if there's anything that you want to share, you can whisper me a link of whatever you want or whatever you're working on or whatever, or if you want us to go take a look at your Instagram, we can do that as well. I'd be more than happy to. Anyways, We had a lovely time of quiet, says Sammy Ann. Oh, wonderful. Glad to hear it. Honestly, quiet time sounds pretty nice. As I've been sharing with chat, I've had a day. It's been quite the adventure today. Gonna have to get myself a new electric kettle, which is a fun unexpected expense, but not as bad an unexpected expense of getting a new fridge would have been. So I'll swallow it somehow. Turnip is doing a lurk. Thank you so much for the lurk. Hope you have a lovely, lovely lurk, Turnip. Thank you, thank you. Neo says, Sammy, I can feel the red thread falling out of your speech pattern while you talk. Oh my god, is it falling out? Oh, hang on, let me just... I'm trying to get it back in. Come on, stay in. Okay, I think it's gonna stay down this time, but we'll have to be careful. Anyways, Sammy Ann says, we did some more pages for my latest book. I'm recovering from being very sick, but all is well. I'm so glad to hear that you are on the mend, my friend. Very much I am. If I could email you this delicious cup of herbal tea, I surely would. It is, however, cold brewed because my kettle is dead. So you may not want it. Anyways. Sammy says, not the kettle! I know, the kettle. Basically, the kettle killed my electricity a couple times today. But I did manage to figure out that it was the kettle doing it. So at least we have electricity now, which we almost didn't. Divine is having a lovely lurk. Thank you very much for the lurk. I hope you have a good lurk time, and thank you very much indeed. Anyways, let me see, what have I missed? I'm sorry to hear you had a day. Oh dear, hugs and happy sentiments to you too. To you too, Sammy Ann. 100%. I hope that you feel entirely better soon. Tea is not smelling or tasting all that great. Oh no, so I've been 1 cup a day, which doesn't help. Oh geez, I'm so sorry, Sammy Ann. I hope that improves as soon as well. Shall I introduce for anyone who's just come in what my artwork kind of looks like when I'm just doing it? What's a good introductory piece of artwork? I don't know. This piece is from a few weeks ago, but you know what? Let's look at it anyways. This is the piece I did for the new year. Just a little wood dragon dragging it in the woods. Using some gold paint as well as some quite cool Gansai watercolors. Ooh, Sammy is sending over a preview of the book page. Hell yeah! I would love to share it. That is rad as heck. Anyways, I almost deleted that scene from my OBS, which would have been bad, but never mind. I'm gonna take a sip of my nice cold coffee. Oh, yeah, so, about that. Kettle's dead. Killed my electricity for a while, but was a relatively easy fix, at least, so we are live, which is great, but... Then, about an hour or two later, I went to wash my hands, and the nearest sink was in the bathroom, so I went into the bathroom, and I went to switch the light on. Now, this is one of those light switches where, instead of having, like, a switch that you tick, 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 tick on the wall, it's one of the ones where you, like, just, like, tug on a cord, and it switches that way. So there's, like, a cord up in the ceiling, and the switch is up there. Today, I grabbed the cord, I tugged on the cord, and the cord fell down. So, we have to try and reinstall the cord later. Yay! Which should be a relatively easy fix. Unfortunately, I'm only 5 feet tall, so even standing on, like, the little step ladder that we have doesn't make me tall enough to get up there to do it. So I have to wait until my partner gets home to help out. So the bathroom light, at least the light is on. So it's not like if you need to do a business, you have to do it in the dark. But also, the light is on when no one is in the room, and that's a waste of electricity. So, sad. Sad for me. It just feels like everything is breaking and falling apart. Oh, and our kitchen sink is dripping as well, which it has been for a few days. Basically, it just feels like everything is falling apart all at once, and it's a little bit stressful, but I am looking forward to wandering back into this little watercolor landscape and having a lovely cozy time with it. And to be honest, I'm feeling okay, so it's all good. Anyways, these are the paints that we're working with. The super granulating colors from Schmink. which I absolutely love. These little like test flowers I did just to see how the colors kind of played with each other were very, very, very fun, and also kind of interact in sort of unexpected ways as well, which is quite cool. So having a good time with them so far. Like, okay, this one, Shire Blue, is green. Shire Blue is just green. It is. Why is it called? Why is it called blue? I don't know. In no universe is this blue. It is green. But that's perfect for me because I was hoping for it to be kind of green. I was expecting it to be somewhat more of a bluish green. But you know, I'm making it work for me. And I do really like these paints. They're an interesting concept, and they've been quite fun to work with so far. They're really nice quality paints, which I had hoped for because they're also quite expensive. But that's what we're working on today. I'm just gonna pop this up here so I can see it, and I'm gonna move my sketchbook out of the way. I've been trying to use my sketchbook a little bit more, in what's the word I'm looking for? Intentionally lately. But I've been trying to take it with me when I go places. So the other day I saw a moth, and it was so cute that I sketched a little picture of it. So here's a little 30-second sketch that I did of a moth on some bluebells the other day. This is a brimstone moth, it turns out. And they are super cute. And yeah, is this sketch good? No. But now I will remember that time I saw a brimstone moth. And I still can't get I still can't seem to get colored pencils to work with me. And I don't know if it's the pencils or this paper, but eh. It's all fine. Whatever. It's all good. Anyways. I should unwrap these paints. It is very blue to me, says Sammy Ann, but I have issues with blue and green, which is going to be challenging for my project. Ooh. Ooh. Perchance if you have some just method of making sure you know which ones are which, sort of before you get started. Give Stern Artist Look is a wonderful sketch. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Dark says, could it stretch so far as to be considered teal? I would say it's a teal, yeah. It's a teal, but if you look at this swatch here, you can see if green is a color that you're good with, there is like this color shift. So like there's up here, there's quite a concentration of like a brighter greenishness, and the rest of it is kind of a teal. Though I will say it does show up more blue on camera than it does IRL. But it's very much teal going into like green. It's really interesting. Oh, great. We've got some show and tell from Sammy Ann that I'm going to get onto screen. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I can't wait to see it. Please, please open. It's loading. And oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, that is adorable. Okay, let me get this tab onto the tab where I can put it on the stream. Like so. Y'all. It is a preview of the book, because now I can share, says Sammy Ann. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now this one was called Page 1, so I was assuming that was the one that was part of the book that I was supposed to, that I was allowed to share. So I have, y'all, get a load of these absolute friends. I would very much like to, I'm assuming that this is not a malevolent turtle. They seem very friendly. I was just thinking about turtles earlier and how absolutely oh, look at his little flippers. I love, oh my god. Sorry, I just noticed the snails. Oh my gosh, they're little eye stalks, Sammy Ann. This is so cute. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely lovely. This is so nice. What a wonderful scene. I cannot wait to see/hear more about this book. I love it already. Oh, bless. Thank you so much for sharing. Let me get another shout out. There we go. Hopefully that works. But yeah, oh, very exciting. Thank you so much. Oh, this is Omea, and she's the main character. I love her already. I cannot wait to learn more about her. That's so exciting. Congratulations on getting to do another book. Hell yes. Okay, hopefully these unwrap okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's stuck to the wrapper a bit. Ugh. Oh dear. Okay, well the paint's stuck to the wrapper a little bit, but I think it'll be fine. Not to worry. I think it'll be okay. Anyways, this is Desert Yellow, which is quite a brownish yellow, but I wanted a quite brownish yellow for this range. Basically, there's like 40 colors or so in this range of paints. But I couldn't afford to buy that many of them, so I just decided to kind of randomly pick out 5 colors that I thought would work well together. So I got Desert Yellow, I think, is it Tundra Orange? I think it's Tundra Orange. Yeah, Desert Yellow, Tundra Orange, Galaxy Pink. They basically have sort of different... They have different sets kind of within the... within this range of the super granulating watercolors. This is Deep Sea Violet, which I thought was going to be a lot bluer than it is based on the color swatch that they give you here. Like, this is like a violet-ish blue. It's like almost indigo. But it's not. It's very much just perp. It's a bluish perp, but it's definitely a perp, so I'm using it as such. And okay, this one didn't get stuck to the wrapper quite as much, which is really good. And this is Shire Blue, or it's teal. Y'all, this is teal. Okay, anyways, not that I'm complaining because I love teal, but it is definitely teal. But anyways, this range of paints, the super granulating watercolors from Schminke, I think basically the way that they work is that it's a combination of 2 pigments in each one that are already sort of quite that give a lot of granulation, but having the 2 colors together, you get these interesting color shifts when you do like sort of washes of them and stuff, which is very cool. And yeah, I wanted to do something a little bit more landscapey to try them out, rather than something that had quite as much granular detail as the bookshop that we did recently, or something that was really sort of like cartoonish, like the what was it that we did lately? Oh, the little ghosts holding flowers. I felt like because all of the details are quite small, I wasn't painting large areas with it. I felt like you wouldn't really get the full effect of the paints as much as you would when you do a like a landscape like this. So we're doing a landscape instead. Oh, a little bit of eraser got onto the canvas. Let's correct that. Anyways, is this a Pirates Boys Vacation Cottage? That was the idea, Sammy Ann. It sure is. I still haven't decided what color I want to paint the house. I was debating between doing sort of like a nice warm, sort of like orangey, yellowy, sort of brownish situation, or kind of going like cooler and doing like a blue violet sort of like colored house. I don't know. I don't know what looks best, so I'm kind of painting around it, and then I guess we'll figure it out. Ah! That is a very green now in the package, says Sammy, and like your table saver you're working on. Genuinely, the hue of it is, at least like just looking at it with my naked eye, is almost the same color. It's a little darker than this, but in terms of like the hue of it is very close to that, which is, to my eye anyways, undeniably green. Very strange, but I love these paints. I've loved working with these paints for this limited amount of time so flippin' much that I kind of, and this is terrible, but there is a part of me that kind of wants to get more of them. So when I bought these, I wasn't sure whether or not because it doesn't tell you on the website that they come like sort of smushed into these plastic pans that you're supposed to put into a little palette set. I didn't want to buy one of those. So I was like, I'll just get these and just get some of the little cuz sometimes you can get ones that are just like a block of dry paint that you have to put into one of these little pans yourself. So I bought these, and then I bought 5 empty pans. So now I have 5 empty pans, and I'm thinking, I could get 5 more of the, like, liquid tubes of this paint and fill the 5 empty pans with it. But you know what that is? That is the price of an electric kettle, I have just realized. For the amount that I spent on these paints, I could have bought a new electric kettle. So I cannot get new paints to fill these with, because any money that I may have spent on these is now electric kettle money. Because I'm sorry, I'm not about to try and live without an electric kettle. That's... As a British person, as you can tell by my accent, I am fueled by tea and coffee. Exactly, Sammy Ann says, kettle first. I mean, how else do we fuel the artist? Yes, quite so. Well, at least I was able to make this on the stovetop, because I do have a mocha pot, but not as energy efficient. And, you know, I do like an iced tea. Like, I cold brewed some mint tea, because I figured, you know what's gonna taste decent, like, just straight ahead cold / iced, is, like, spearmint. Which I drink most days anyways, so. Sigh. Such is. That's it, just such. Anyways. I would like to, since I cannot decide what color to paint the house, I think I should paint in the little people first. And then, once I know what colors the little people want to be, I can extrapolate what color the house will be so that they stand out nicely and everything looks kind of harmonious and pleasant. Obviously, there's a lot of detail that still needs to be added into the landscapes, you know, some foliagey textures and house textures. Like, do I want to get some little patches of moss on the roof? I think that would be super cute. And also get some little strawberry plants and other little bits into this little patch here. Get some little flowers coming up in the gardens around the house. Get some little stones on this path, you know, the texture-y stuff. The things that make it look, you know, lived in and like a place. But first, my first very important consideration is the color of this little one's dungarees. Because he's been working out in the garden this morning. So he's got this lovely little basket of strawberries. Because I thought it would be cute if they planted strawberries. And so he's in his little gardening dungarees, as you do. So I'm going to paint in his little dungarees. Oh, no, I'm shedding. There we go. Tiny tittle dungarees. Very comfy. Oh man, these look like they're made by like the 18th century cottagecore equivalent of Lucy and Yak. Which is incidentally not sponsored, but the brand that I buy all my trousers from. I'm not brave enough to wear dungarees. Because I'm very spherical, and to that end, I do worry that dungarees would make me look pregnant, and I don't want to have to, you know, like, I love the spherical shape that my body is. My body has been through a lot, and I'm proud of the fact that it is continuing to exist in whatever shape that may be. I try to look after it as best as I can. All that jazz, you know. but I don't really want to have to go through anyone being like, oh, congratulations, and trying to touch my tum-tum and having to explain, no, I'm just fat. Just fat. And then just smile at them until they get real uncomfortable and then leave. I want not that for me, so, therefore... Incidentally, actually, you know, that's the thing, is that I noticed over the years, dungarees have pretty much always been a mainstay of, like, pregnancy clothing ranges. They're like, okay, some clothes to accommodate the changing size of a person who is, you know, making a baby in their tum-tum. Dungarees. Why? Why would you say, okay, this person is experiencing a medical phenomenon that makes them need to go pee more often? You know what? You know what's a good garment choice for that? A garment that is more difficult to remove to allow you to go to the loo. Like, what? You know, the obvious choice, compared to that, is just like a lot of Regency-inspired dresses, so the waistline is up under your chest, to allow for as much billowiness as you need for you know, tum-tum size, and then just, like, bike shorts under it. There's your solution. I mean, listen, I'm not a parent, so maybe I just don't get it. My thoughts are, why would you want something that's harder to take off when you need to go to the loo if you need to go more often? Who invented this? Anyways, good news, he is not having a baby, so it's fine. He does, however, look very stylish in his little dungarees. No, bliss. Okay. I'm so sorry. But I do like that color for the dungarees. Now, I need to try and make sort of a baskety brown color. So what if I take what's left of this orange on the palette and just sort of blend a little bit of violet into it? Okay, now that's kind of grayish, which is not quite ideal. So if I put a little yellow on top of that, not quite. This is the tiniest little thing, and I am using so much paint to get it the right color for it. There we go. Okay, I think we've got a reasonable shade of basket brown. Okay, great. Let's paint in some basket brown. That's a point. Ah, beans. You know what I hadn't thought of? None of these colors in and of themselves lend themselves well to, none of these colors lend themselves well to human flesh. So I'm gonna have to get creative for formulating shades of beige and brown that look like human colors out of these. So that should be interesting. Okay. Hopefully, there was some spam that was trying to post in chat. Hopefully that's gone away. Yep, I think I just obliterated it. Fantastic. Can I ban this user? Yes, I can ban this user. Okay, fabulous. They're banned. Yay! Okay, cool. Again, just FYI, if you're ever tempted to get in on one of these, like, purchase viewers / like, engagement on your posts or streams or whatever scams, don't do it. It's a scam, and it will not help your channels grow. Just don't do it. I assume that, considering that the scam keeps going around, that basically there was a spam message that Automod caught that was like, hey, would you like to buy some viewers? No! I have actual viewers who are human people and very nice to hang out with, and I'm really glad you're all here. It's lovely to see y'all as always. How are your Mondays going? I hope they're better than mine, because mine's been a bit of a humdinger, but you know what? I'm feeling pretty okay about it, all things considered. I'm in pretty good mood, actually. So, yeah. Sun's out. Couple of little fluffy clouds out there. It looks like a beautiful April day. Love that for us. Anyways. There are some sounds that suggested there might have been a hailstorm earlier, but we seem to be okay now. Anywho. Alright. So we've got basket color. And I mean, I guess this is kind of brownish, but neither of these people I think would be the same color as a basket. So I'm going to water this down a bit. Maybe just move a little bit of it over here and add some pink undertone to make it a little bit more personable. I mean, that's kind of a grayish pink, which I'm not sure works, but maybe if I'm just going to test it out on this little test card, on the back of this little test card. I can just do little swipes. Actually, when I swipe that out, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay. I mean, it is the amount of surface area that it is literally that, and this. There we go. That's not too bad, actually. I think that's decent. Ta-da! Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. And then if I maybe take a little bit of this orange. How's that? Yeah. I'll try it. Try it. That's actually not too bad. I want to make sure that his skin tone doesn't blend in with the door, which is also kind of a beigeish brown at this point, but I think once textures and stuff go in, and line weight and stuff, it won't be too bad. But there we go. They have skin tones now. Just about. Ta-da! I think that works for them. Okay, cool. Anyways. I hope you all had good weekends as well. Hope you had a nice time. I had a nice time this weekend. I ended up spending way more time than I thought I was going to working on an Instagram post that I haven't posted yet because I ran out of time yesterday. So I'll post that later. It's just a short video of me working on a painting that I did off stream. It was one for the Little Guys tier over on my Patreon. I do have a Patreon, by the way. If you want to own an original painting by me that will be painted just for you and shipped right to your door, you can do that for a pretty reasonable price for a piece of original art, I reckon. Anyways, but no pressure, obviously. But it is a thing that exists now, and I'm really excited to do it. It's been a lot of fun. But I used this ink, and this ink works really weirdly, and it was like brain breaking compared to the way other inks that I've used have behaved. So, excuse me. I wanted to document it because I was like, what are you doing to the ink? And so that's the thing. Anyways. What's next? Hair. I could paint in some hair. That would be a good choice. I think probably just, let me flip this back over so I can, probably just desert yellow for this guy because he's a fair-haired little fella. I'll try that. That's quite light. I might need to add a second pass of it so it's not too pale of a color. But yeah, I think that'll work. Anyways, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. I still don't know what color the house is going to be. I was like, what if we finish this painting way before stream is done? What am I gonna do? Oh no. It seems fairly unlikely at this point. Also, I've just realized that I don't think I enabled... I don't normally stream on Sundays, but I did do a bonus stream this Sunday. And because it was a game stream, I had terrible Oh, I did. Okay, I had terrible drawing time disabled because it was a game stream, but I have corrected this. So terrible drawing time is running. But I wanted to make sure. Anyways. Okay, I think I can do a second pass of this yellow. Just give that blonde a little bit more depth. There we go. Because this little guy contains multitudes. Good for him. Oh, now I have to decide what colors the other one is wearing. Deciding things is hard. And I am very, well, as I said, I've had a day. But I think I want to give him a little purple shirt. Because purple is pretty. So I will use my deep sea violet. Should I add a little pink to the deep sea violet to make it a bit more of a slightly warmer purple? I can. So I will. Ooh, yeah, that's real pretty. Oh, hell yeah, that's super pretty. This is going to be such a nice shirt. Oh, somebody is super well dressed today. My goodness. What a handsome little outfit, my buddy. You picked some good clothings when you got dressed this morning, clearly. I think he's also very much dressed to kind of chillax. I mean, look at him just you know, sitting on the porch with his tiny little cup of tea. It's very chill. Are you going to start drawing rounder hills after being Snufkin-pied yesterday? Asks Silly. Oh, you know, I did think, so yesterday we did a bonus game stream, in which I played Snufkin, Melody of Moomin Valley, which if you're not familiar with it is based on, like, the Moomin books. It's very sweet. It's very much Be Gay, Do Crimes, the video game, which, I absolutely love for me. But the art style of that game is so gorgeous. It has a very, like, watercolor feel to it, and I really like the way that they've sort of that they've rendered things sort of like depth while sort of also feeling whilst also having the characters in the setting feel a little bit 2D. It's very cool. It's very cool. Be Gay, R.I.P. Signs, Frolic in the Forest. Yes, wholeheartedly, 100%. That is the game. Thank you, Silly. It is a lovely little game. I've really enjoyed getting to play it. I haven't actually completed the game. We got about 3 hours in. No, more like 3.5 hours in, because I did go a little long, but had such a nice time with it. It was so much fun. Yeah, playing it and, like, looking at the beautiful, like, landscapes and illustrations in the game was making me feel like I wanted to do something a little bit, like, Moomin inspired. Like, some kind of Moomin inspired artwork on stream. I thought that would be quite fun to do, so maybe the next thing we do might feel a little bit Moominous. I don't know. But I think that might be a good time. I'm gonna mute for just a second, so, one moment, please. That's better. Sorry, I needed to blow my nose and I didn't want to do it with the microphone on because I thought that would be uncomfortable. And I was probably right. Anyways, I just realized I was going to make this guy barefoot. I didn't give his feet a flesh tone. I expect his feet probably see a little bit more sun than, like, his face and décolletage, but presumably they still have, you know, like, a medium amount of melanin in them. So, let me give you some human flesh-colored feet. That's better. Anyways. That's more like it. Cool. I'm gonna paint something that's easy, which is the strawberries, because I'm just gonna use this pink to make strawberries. Maybe I'll add a tiny touch of orange, just so it's a little bit more of, like, a warm red, rather than, like a cool pink, but just a tiny amount. There we go. Okay. Not the brightest red for some strawberries, it has to be said. Maybe I'll add a little bit more pink to try and counteract that. Yeah, I think that'll do. It's not perfectly strawberry, but I think it'll get the idea across at least. Hopefully, that's meant to be a basket of strawberries. Human what colored what? So silly. Oh no. I already don't remember what I said, but I'm sure it was terrible and I do apologize for whatever it was. Oh no. Oh no, what did I do? I genuinely don't remember. Oh, beans. Anyways. Another sip of my extremely cold tea. You really don't get as much flavor from like 2 hours of just sticking a tea bag into a mug of cold water, but never mind. Oh yeah, this is my Moomin mug, by the way. It's I can't show it very well on camera without potentially spilling, but you can just about see there's Snufkin, and there's Moomin Troll, and they're making pancakes. By the lake, they're on a little date, and I don't know, maybe Moomin Mama is chaperoning the date because she's going for a swim in the lake over here, having a nice time. And you know what? Good for them. Okay. Anyways. I honestly think sometimes the hardest part of painting is just deciding what colors things are going to be. Like, what colors should things be? I don't know. What color do they want to be? Oh. Is that by Arabia and Marula? I have a few Moomin mugs. I think it is. I think it's they do like... Yes, it is by Arabia mugs. I think it's one of like the limited edition seasonal ones that they did a few years ago. And I was lucky enough to grab it. They do very, very cute mugs. I have a few Moomin mugs, says Silly. Hell yeah. I have this one. I have a metal enamel mug with, I think, Snufkin on it. But I've never actually used it for beverages. It literally has a little plush of little Mai just sitting in it, and that's pretty much as it has been since I bought it. It's just basically a little spot for little Mai to sit. She's like, if I fits, I sits, and so she sits. So oops. Silly says they love making a lot of merch for Moomin and it's working. Genuinely, Moomin is a merch machine. And it is very much working for them. So you know what? Good for them. There was this they've done these like craft kits of Moomin stuff, and there was one that was like a needle felting. I've never done needle felting before, but I was like, what if I get this needle felting kit and teach myself to needle felt? Because you needle felt a little figurine of Moomin Papa going fishing in his little fishing boat. It is so cute. It is so cute. Hang on. Can I bring up a picture of it maybe? Can I find a picture? Hold up. I might be able to find us a picture of it. I shall attempt to do so. One moment please, everybody, because you have to see how heckin' cute this is. Where would it be? I think I put the link. Okay, yeah. It's so I'm not buying it because you know what? This costs almost as much as the kettle I need to buy. But isn't that cute? I think it's precious. So I'm sad. because I am not buying it. Also, I don't have time to take up another artistic medium, you know what I mean? So I need to manage my expectations with regard to what I'm allowed to give myself these days. I'm gonna pick up some of this teal, sorry, blue. I'm just, you know what? Screw it. I don't care what it says on the potto. I'm calling it teal because teal is exactly what it is. Okay, it just is. It's teal. And actually, I think, you know what? I was gonna kind of make it a bit more of like a grayish sort of color by adding in some of the violet, but actually no. You know what? I think this is gonna work as a shirt color for this little guy, just in and of itself. Because I think it'll work well as a complement to the orange dungarees. I mean, it is quite a loud outfit, but you know what? I think it makes him feel stylish, and I wholeheartedly support that. Aw, blessums. I think he looks good. And he thinks he looks good too. I appreciate his confidence. I think that's nice. Love that for him. Okay. I'm just taking the little blob of violet that I had on here and mixing it with this with what was left of that teal to make a sort of subtle bluish gray for these trousers, which are probably pajim jams because that's the kind of day it's being for these two, and frankly, I love that for them. I mean, God, I wish that were I wish that were me. Tee. Okay. Now I need to make some hair color. If I just kind of smush these together, and then add a little bit of yellow to it, I might be able to make some kind of muddy brownish gray. It's hopefully not too greenish. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna swatch this out here just to make sure. Yeah, it's a little bit bluish, but it's mostly grayish. That'll do. Many distractions. Hello, welcome in, and thank you so much for the 5-stream steak. Very cool. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a lovely Monday. It's very nice to see you. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. How is your Monday going? Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work as a hair color. I think that works. Okay, cool. Yay! Happy with that. Good. Good, good. It's not too greenish for a hair color, I don't think. I hope not anyways. I can always give it a bit of a makeover if I feel like it's a little too greenish. Maybe add a little just a smidge extra violet to it to make sure it's definitely not greenish. I don't think it is, but what the hey. Yeah, I think that's better, actually. I think that's better. Okay, we did it. Not bad, says Many Distractions. The weather's been all over the place. I think it's been pretty all over the place here, too. I don't know, because I haven't been outside. It's beautiful and, like, sunny with little fluffy clouds now, but I'm sure I heard, like, hailstorm sounds earlier. So I genuinely have no idea. But I hope that the weather is settling down for you, wherever you are. Don't dox yourself. But I hope that wherever you are, the weather settles down, especially if you need to go out and be in it anywhere, that it's not being too silly. You're not getting any random sleet or anything, you know, when you're like, it's a beautiful day. That is the worst, I think. When you leave the house and it's a beautiful sunny day, and then by the time you get where you're going, oh good, it's a hailstorm. Happened to me once that I was going out to run errands. I get dressed, it's a beautiful sunny day. I get on the bus, it's a beautiful sunny day. Literally the second I need to hop off the bus in the city center, a freak hailstorm hits and lasts just long enough for me to run across the street into the public library. Absolutely soaked to the bone. I had to go to like the loos in the library. and just like wringing my clothes out in the sink. And for the rest of the, oh my god. Nix. Oh my god. Thank you so much for a new kettle. Tea is important. Nix, that is incredibly. Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. That is way too nice. You're too nice. You're too nice, and thank you so much. That is incredibly sweet. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I feel like I need to do something nice for you now because that is like ridiculously too nice. Thank you. Well, I guess that's the new kettle funded. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Well. Well, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea and say thank you. Joe had hail apparently. Casa had rain, hail, and thunderstorms. My goodness. Many distractions had hail. Silly says, heard a lot of people in Jamstream complain about hail and thunder. Okay, so there's definitely been hail then. That's what I was hearing. Well, we had hail, everybody. What a day, am I right? What a day. Thank you for the hydrate, Joe. I'll take a sip of my tea. And again, thank you so much indeed, Nix. That is incredibly sweet. I need to figure something out to paint for you to say thank you. I will paint a portrait of my new kettle. Anyways. Also, hello, Casa. Welcome in. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. I'm so sorry that you had rain, hail, and thunderstorms. I hope that you were not having to be outside in it. Got woken up by intense rain and wind, says Joe. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, okay. I definitely heard some hail and possibly some rain earlier, and as I say, it is absolutely beautiful out there now. It looks gorgeous. Bit of a breeze. But other than that, just beautiful blue skies. Anyways, Nick says, no thanks necessary, my friend. Glad to help when I can. Well, I'm gonna thank you anyways, because I was raised right. Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. And I hope the weather is good where you are as well. I hope you are well. And it is lovely to see you. Silly says, we had a thunderstorm last week, so I theorized it might be the same one that's gone across Europe. Oh, perchance it has. Perchance indeed. I don't really know how. I am not an expert in meteorology. But, yeah, now bright blue sky says, says Joe, weird intermittent weather with a capital W. Yes, indeed, very much. Very much a weather day. But yeah, I hope for anyone who needs to brave the elements later today or at any point, I hope that the elements are kind to you. Very much I do. And I just want to bring this hairline forward a little bit because it was looking a little bit like not quite the right shape. So I've just brought it forward a smidge so it looks a little bit more, I don't know, normal, I guess. Right. This little guy needs some shoes. So what's a good, I mean, the shoes are probably a bit more of a neutral color. So if I can try and formulate brown, just a nice like brown leather shoe. So I might take a little bit of violet meets orange and hopefully arrives at brownish. It doesn't. Maybe it needs more orange. More orange. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. That's a good practical leather boot, I think, for being out and about in the garden. Doing the line weight on these is going to be absolute torture because they're so tittle. Morange, says Betty Distractions. Yes. Morange indeed. I love it. Okay. Alright. Maybe a nice like wood color for the window boxes as well. At least for the box portion. The foliage I think I'll make a nice greenish. A nice greenish, but maybe a slightly different shade of wood, because I think they were probably made at a different time, perhaps. And I accidentally picked up way too much violet. So let me try and fix it. Okay, that's almost there. Just a little bit more view. And there we go. I've basically remade the same brown, but more of it. Fantastic. Love that for me. Okay. But this, honestly, this is a new paint for me, so working with it and combining the colors and seeing what we come up with is kind of all still guesswork. But this paint is incredibly fun. I'm so glad that I'm finally using it. Ooh, that is quite a nice rich brown, actually. That's very pleasant. Okay, good. Did good with that, I think. Yay. Alright. Then let's do these little plants in the window box. I think there might be some, I think I might want to put some flowers on them, but I think let's at least just get the foliage color down first, and then I can pop some little flowers here and there on top afterwards. Cassie says, I was here for a bit before I spoke, but there was a cat on my phone. Well, I mean, fair enough then. Also, aw, hello, Cato. And indeed, hello, Casa. Alrighty. Okay, I've got some teal, which is a little too teal to be properly foliage green. So I've added in what is hopefully an appropriate measure of yellow. I'm going to just swatch it out here. Perfect. Okay, good. That'll do. Now there's a cat in chat, says Betty Distractions. Hello, cat in chat. That is the terrible follow-up book to The Cat in the Hat. It's just the cat in chat. It's just a cat that watches a live stream. The end. The cat types in chat, but because it's a cat, it's literally just like 9 forward slashes and a period, and then just sort of a key smash, like so. I have attempted to place it in chat, and I think it deleted it. Says Joe. Yes, exactly. That is what Cat wants to express to us, and you know what? That is frankly visionary. And we should all listen to it. It's the new keyboard cat. Yay! He is now snoring on my lap, says Casa. Oh, in that case, should I keep my voice down so I don't wake him up? I don't want to disturb your feline friends. Very important slumber. Alrighty. We've got some absolutely beautiful window box foliage there. And I guess I can kind of just pop if I can just pop some grayishness inside the windows and the door, because I feel like it's probably darker in there. You're probably not really going to be able to see much in the way of interior detail. So I'll just take a little bit of the violet and then add some teal, which I'm hoping I can kind of coax into a beautiful shade of blue to begin with. Absolutely beautiful shade of blue, but if I add just a smidgen of orange, but just a tiny smidgen, can I coax that further into a gray rather than a blue? Just cancel that out. Oh, there it is. Oh, wonderful. I understand how colors work. Kind of. I mean, these paints work weird as far as colors go, but it's still pretty decent. Silly says, imagine if every time you open the fridge, your cat goes, Fridge Pog! And then when it realizes you aren't getting his food, it yells, "Rigged! Cackle!" Yup. Oh my goodness. This is revealing how much I don't understand of, like, mainstream stream culture. But yup. Okay. We've got the insides of the... This is such a good insides of the house color. It tells us that these are windows. We can't really see in them. And that's okay. Because whatever's inside those windows is personal. And we're not inside the house today. I mean, I feel like this painting is already pretty intimate. I don't think we need to delve into the intimacy of actually seeing the inside of their house. I don't either, but I think those are the words, says Silly. That's more like it, yup. Yup. Honestly, you would think for someone who streamed for, like, 3 years that I would understand how, like, streams and stuff work better, but no. But I also, the number of, this is, I don't know if this is embarrassing or not, or this is just, like, old people symptoms or what, don't talk about your age, but I have on multiple occasions now had the experience of, like, hearing about someone who is supposedly, like, a really popular streamer or a really popular YouTuber who has, like, 20,000 million billion followers, and I'm like, who? So what do they do? And I have no idea. Like, I remember, like, a few... I remember the first time someone was like, oh, you should do this thing because Mr. Beast does it, and I'm like, who? And then I found out that he has, like, 500 billion, like, followers on YouTube, and I'm like, but who? I know who he is now, but barely. I don't know, maybe that just means that I curate my online spaces very well. But, there's probably a lot of people out there who are like the big top popular streamers on this platform. I don't know who they are. I don't know who's a big time popular. I don't know who's the popular streamers on here. I guarantee I don't know what their names are. Samantha, hi. What are they hiding in there? Snacks. They're hiding snacks and a very cozy bed nook with lots of blankets and pillows and there's definitely a bookshelf that's also a secret door, because every good cottage needs a bookshelf that's also a secret door. It literally just leads to a little cupboard where you can sit and have snacks, but you know, hey, why not? He's the romantic lead in that Disney film, right? That's the Beast. Was anyone else, did anyone else watch the movie Beauty and the Beast and feel kind of like, if I were Belle, I would feel mildly disappointed when he returns to his human form, because he was way more interesting looking when he was the Beast? Or is that just me? Anyways, the human model for the Beast Prince was just such, like, a blandly generic man. Like, his features had, like, no character to them. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a guy. Who cares? I would have been distracted by the giant library. I mean, to be fair, that is the most interesting thing. That, I think, you know, honestly, like, that's hot. Just a massive library. Like, damn. Anyways, Mr. Beast is way too chaotic for... I have never attempted to watch any of his videos, because I just see the thumbnails and I'm like, nope, there's too many... Nope. This is, you know, I see the thumbnails and I'm like, I feel like this is for someone that would be the age of my child if I had a child. I don't feel like I'm the target demographic for this. I have been known to watch videos that are just 2 uninterrupted hours of watching someone hand sew a garment with some pleasant epidemic sound music in the background. And possibly some ASMR of a roaring fireplace somewhere back there. I've watched that. I feel like that's more my vibe in terms of the things I like to watch. Um, but Silly says it's a bit funny how his intros are so fast that the sentences don't even make sense anymore. Oh, is it doing that sort of thing where like I'm so used to saying the things that I just say the things so fast that the words all blur together and you don't understand them? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um Silly says there was a meme of him saying, "On my island is buried a treasure chest." Ooh, treasure. I mean, I do like a bit of pirate treasure. Uh, maybe these two can get up to some plundering later. Anyways, they do seem to be having a nice day. Night Distraction says, "All I know about him is he was apparently invited to that submarine from a while back and declined." Oh, thank good. That was terrible. I'm glad he's okay. I don't watch his content, but I certainly don't wish him any ills. I'm glad he's fine. I really am. Samantha says, "Is he the one that gives? Yeah, stay in this box for a month and I'll give you 1,000,000 monies." Yeah, it's like those things. Like I'm going to see how long I can be buried alive for. It's just I think when you start doing like extreme challenges like that, it kind of becomes you have to keep upping the stakes of the challenge, otherwise it's going to be like, oh well, you've already done something at least as exciting as that, so this isn't interesting anymore. So I think you're setting yourself up for eventually you're gonna you're gonna run out of levels of danger that don't actually that aren't like potentially actually harmful. So like I hope he stays okay. Cassa says the cat is partially asleep on my phone, so I can't see what you're doing, Sammy, but I'm sure it's great. Right now, I'm mostly just gesturing with my hands, and I still haven't decided what color I want to paint the house. And I also dropped something on the floor, so I'll be back in just a second, everyone. I have to get on the floor. Oh no! Ow! Oh, there it is. Okay, no, I got it. It's just the little plastic bit that It's just the little plastic bit that goes on top of the paintbrush when I'm not using it so that it doesn't get all bent out of shape when it's not in use. And I have the really horrible tendency of like fidgeting with it when I'm not actively painting because I'm a fidgety little creature. I've got ADHD. But I really shouldn't, but here we are. Anyways, I'm going to take another sip of my tea and then I'm going to do a quick BRB, I think. Hopefully within the space of the BRB, we will have decided what color the house wants to be. I think green is too blend-in, but we could go like brown or blue. And I can't decide whether to go warm or cool. You know what? I'm going to set a poll. I'm going to set a poll for whether we go warm or cool with the house color. And then we'll figure it out from there. Poll management. House. And I'll let this run while I'm away on BRB. So I'm not here to inadvertently influence the vote. Okay. Actually, I'll leave the poll up for 3 minutes, let's say. Alright. There should be a poll running in chat now. Brown also to blend in for some of us. Okay, yeah, fair, Samantha, fair. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna BRB for a minute. I'll be back. Feel free to vote and stuff if you have any strong feelings about how to do the house. I'll be back shortly. So enjoy the BRB screen in the meantime. And don't forget, you're all breathtaking. Oh, and here's the BRB song. I'm so sorry I missed the front of the raid, but hello, welcome in. Kiki, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your stream? Lovely to see you. Let me hello everyone who's come in with the raid as well. Secret Agent 86, hello and welcome on in. And Kiki, what'd you get up to today? How was your stream? Oh good, the camera's dead. No. Excellent timing. Let me pop the technical difficulty screen on for a second and I'll sort that out. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. XL Empress, hello, welcome. How are you doing? How's your Monday going? Intrepid Cucumber, welcome on in. Hello, friends. I'm so sorry I was away from the stream when you raided. Oh, great. Well, the poll has ended, and we have a tie. Fantastic. Struble, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Kiki, what did you get up to today? How was your stream? I would love to hear all about it. Hello, and welcome on in. I hope that you had a good stream. What did you do today? Were you working on something? Were you playing a game? I'd love to hear all about it, if you would like to. For anyone who's just come in, hello. Normally my artwork is visible, but I was having a bit of a moment. Hopefully it's working again. Let me see. Yep, it seems to be up and running, so hopefully. Fingies crossed. We don't. Okay, one moment please, everybody. It's still doing the thing. In the meantime, hello Aoife, welcome on in. Kiki says, stream was great. We've been sculpting an Omu from Nausicaa of the Valley of the Woods. Hell yeah! Nice! In polymer clay. I love polymer clay so much. Let me get a shout out for you in the chat, Kiki. And of course, if there is anything you would like to share with us, whether it's what you were working on today or your Instagram or whatever, feel free to whisper a link to me. I would love to share it with the stream. And for anyone who's new here, hello, welcome in. Normally the camera works correctly, but occasionally it likes to not. My name's Sammy. I'm a variety streamer. I do art streams on Mondays and Thursdays, and I do cozy game streams on Fridays. And yesterday, just for fun. Don't believe her the technical difficulties. Card is not that out of the norm, says Aoife. Hey, I mean, it's true. I mean, you're correct, but still. It very much is the norm. No, they're right. It is very much is the norm. Anyways, we are attempting to work on this watercolor today, using these new paints that I got recently that I'm having quite an interesting time of. Today has been a technical difficulties day. I had the power go out, and it turns out that I need to get a new kettle because of it. And also, then the light switch, which is one of those ones where you pull a string, the string broke, so now the light in my bathroom is just stuck in on mode until I can fix it. But anyways, yes, this is what I'm working on today. I'm a traditional artist, by the way. I work in mostly watercolors and other similar sort of wet paint media, for lack of better terminology. Now let's see if I can give you a representational artwork of what my stuff looks like when it's been painted. Here's one. Here's one I did a little while ago. Ta-da! This is some Mothmen. Just having a nice time toasting some marshmallows by the fire, as you do. It's the kind of stupid shenanigans that gets painted on here, anyways. But yeah. Ooh, have I got a link from Kiki? I do. Hell yeah. Okay. Let me get this up on stream so we can all admire Kiki's lovely work as well. This will take just a second of finagling because of the way that my stream setup works. There we go. Okay, awesome. Oh, I love polymer clay stuff. So, oh my goodness. Sorry, I just scrolled down and I've seen some very cutes. I've seen some very, very cutes. So let me share this with the class. Anyways, I love Mothman. So silly. Oh, thank you. Kiki's is so cute. Thank you. Speaking of so cute, get a load of this stuff. Oh my goodness. Obviously, I need to look at Evie here. Oh, they're so sweet. I just want to give them little scratches. This is so well done. That is absolutely adorable. Let me get that a little heart, of course. My goodness, that is so heckin' cute. So good. I absolutely love it. As well as, ooh, what's this? Oh, that's so cute. It's like, oh, it's a little like moon, but it's a happy little moon guy. I love them. I very much would like to befriend. That is very cool. Oh, these are rad space earrings. That is wicked. That is wicked. I am so in awe of people who can do stuff like this with polymer clay. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And these, I love rainbows. Sorry, not sorry. You should not be sorry. Do not be sorry for the love of rainbows, because I love rainbows too, and they are very, very, very cool. Very 90s movie theater carpet looking studs. You know what? Yes, I think I went to a bowling alley that had floors that looked like this, but not nearly as cool. Hell yeah. Oh, that's rad. Thank you so much for sharing, Kiki. I very much appreciate it. I am going to get another shout out for Kiki in the chat, because I can. There we go. Thank you so much for sharing. That is super rad, and thank you for trusting us with your wonderful people as well. The Eevee was a special request by my 9-year-old. Oh, thank you so much, Kiki's 9-year-old, for making such a wonderful suggestion. That's really I have a nephew who's around the same age, and his favorite Pokemon is Eevee. So excellent taste. My Eevee plush approves, says many distractions. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. I love it. I love to hear it. So, just before the raid happened, I put a poll in chat to try and decide what color I was going to make this house. And the results, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do sort of a warm, like, orangish, brownish situation, or a cool, sort of like bluish situation. And the conclusion we arrived at was none. So I think what I'm gonna do, because the poll literally tied at the same number of votes for warm color or cool color, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and like mix up sort of a does Tide Pull mean rainbow? Oh, you know, it's tempting, but I'm not sure I could pull it off. Oh, I think I maybe just want to do a slightly... If I can do a kind of lavender-ish, but like a brownish lavender, I think that could be cool. Maybe. I'm gonna pop it onto the here, and then decide whether or not I think I like it. I think is the way that I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start with some of this deep sea violet, which is bluer than it looks on here. It actually just looks just sort of dark on camera, but it is quite blue, quite bluish violet. Really, it's like this, which is quite a cool granulation from this one. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna add some of this Galaxy Pink, which, to be honest, I haven't used a lot of the Galaxy Pink in this piece. I'm gonna combine those, but I'm also gonna add just a smidgen of Tundra Orange, so it's not like a super bright purpley pink. And see how I feel about it. How does that behave? I don't know. Okay. Let me paint it. Let me paint it out a little swatchy. It's kind of... Yeah, it's kind of giving a purplish brownish gray, which I think for a base, I think I could work with. I think I could work with that. Maybe just a smidgen more. I'm just gonna keep adding colors until I arrive at something. Yeah, maybe this. I'm gonna go with this. I think it contrasts well. I want something also that contrasts well enough with the surroundings that the house doesn't totally blend into the landscape, but it's not like... It doesn't stand out so hard that it looks weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this, I think. I'm gonna try it. Gonna water it out a reasonable amount. Because if we start with a nice light base, then there will be plenty of scope for adding like textures and moss and stuff to the outside anyways. Silly's doing a lurk. Gonna go do something very mysterious and silly. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you have a good time. That's very exciting. Hell yeah, I love that for you. Okay. Ooh, this color's pretty. Oh, I dig it. Okay, cool. Cool. Yes. It does because of the way that this paint works. Um it is the so for anyone who's come in recently, this is my first proper painting with this paint. We like swatched it out last stream. And I just did these little like stupid little test flowers with it just to see how it worked. But this is the super granulation paint, watercolor paint from Schminke, which this is baby's first go at doing a painting with it. So it's all very sort of learning as I go how it behaves, how they mix with each other, how it works on this paper, what looks good with it, that kind of thing. So I'm very much just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, as it were. Just working through it. But yeah, I think this color is quite pretty for a house. I hope chat approves. I hope you're okay with my choice here. Going to be careful not to accidentally paint over this little guy's beautiful hair color, which we went to great pains to get right. And you know, obviously there will be more dimension in this by the time it's done, because there will be I will add textures and line weight and shading, but as a first pass, this is all right. This is kind of a somewhat lavendary-ish hue, I think, actually on the paper. It looks a little bit warmer on the palette for some reason, at least in person, not so much on camera, than it does on paper, which is kind of interesting. But this paint in general promises like a certain amount of like interesting color shifts and what have you between the way that it's made, and it's supposed to give you really good sort of granulation effect, which is why I wanted to do something a little bit more landscapey with it. And here I am getting quite detailed anyways. So you've got this little guy with his little basket of berries. We've got this little guy over here with his cup of tea. We will be painting in an entire like vegetable / fruit patch. Looks purple. Purple is good, says Joe. It is one of my favorite colors, it has to be said. Or family of colors, I suppose. I can't if I can actually get round to posting. I think I might make it a YouTube short as well. I don't know, but if I get round to posting my little video that I made about this violet ink later today, I can't wait for you to see how flipping weird this ink is. And I say weird because this behaved very strangely when I was working with it, and I have 2 other inks from the same range that did not do what this did. So it is genuinely fascinating and super weird to me. Also, it smells very strongly of violets when you're working with it, but when it dries down, the scent is pretty much gone, which is kind of good, I guess. Because I don't know how much people would want, like, an original watercolor that smells like soap. Unless you're a big fan of, like, violet scented stuff, I suppose. But yeah, I noticed this side of it looks a little darker than the other, so I'm gonna give this a little extra pass over here. See if I can get a little bit more consistent looking. Here we go. Okay. I can see as I'm working with this sort of blob on my palette here, I can see like the pigments kind of sinking. So I keep having to stir it up to make sure that it stays consistent. Maybe that's why. Maybe I didn't stir it up enough. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Never mind. Yay! Is house. I think it's a cute color. I think it works. I mean, I like Parma Violet Sweet, said Samantha. Nice, nice, nice. I've never had a Parma Violet Sweet in my entire life. Can you believe to learn? I can. Uh, yeah, I don't think I've ever had a Parma Violet Sweet. I have had Thrills gum though, which is also violet flavored, and is famously known in Canada as the gum that tastes like soap. Also, Kiki did a lurk. Thank you so much for the lurk, Kiki. And thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. You're awesome. Anyways. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had a Parma Violet. I've kind of been afraid to buy Parma Violet sweets because if I don't like them, I've wasted my money and a thing of Parma Violets that someone else might have enjoyed. But I do like Thrills gum, which is also violet flavored, so maybe I would like Parma Violets. I don't know. Maybe I should give them a go. I have a Parma Violet flavored tea, I think. Which is all right. It is quite floral, soapy, foapy. I don't know. Anyways. This coffee is iced at this point because it's quite cold in here. Theo calls them perfume sweets. And you know what? Yes, that is a fair assessment. But I do like other floral flavors as well. I really like lavender as a flavor of sweet stuff. I think can be quite nice. Like in tea, I really like lavender in tea and like cakes as well. I think lavender pairs really well, especially with like blueberry. I think blueberries as a berry has a floralness to its flavor. And so I think it pairs very well with lavender. And also lemon is incredible with lavender, especially in cake form. Here's a link to my YouTube channel where I make madeleines with lemon and lavender, incidentally. And I should have a new video coming out soon, so you've got that to look forward to. From Bird and Blend, says Joe, yes. Yes, they did a violet. It wasn't one of the... They did a range, I think, last year that was, like, based on different sweets. So they did, like, drumstick ones, says Joe. I think they did a couple of others. This was prior to that, so I don't think it was strictly Parma Violet flavor, like the sweet, but it was definitely, like, a violet-flavored tea. But yeah, I like lavender, I like rose... Little orange blossom water, delightful. I also use orange blossom water as a face toner, incidentally. Though not the one that I buy from the supermarket. Because I feel like that would be weird. But I do have an orange blossom water that I use as like a face spray, which is really, really nice. Samantha says, any mention of lavender just brings up the OG Lavender Town music pop into my head and makes me think of Haunter. Oh, Haunter, very cute. Though, in fairness, I've only ever played one Pokemon game, so I've never been to Lavender Town. I'm so ashamed. Anyways, Parma Violets I feel like are like... They're kind of like the Marmite of sweets. Like, you like them or you do not like them. I think they're quite a divisive flavor, you know. Like, there are a lot of things that are generally liked by most people, and then, like... a smaller number of people don't like them, and then there are the things where like there is just the you love this or you hate this. I was actually thinking yesterday, what are some ingredients, like cooking ingredients and foods that I don't like that I maybe need to give that it would be interesting to give another chance to see how other people prepare them, to see if I can find a way to make me not hate them. And the answer is, I don't know. Because a lot of the things that I don't like, I don't want to experiment with things that use them as an ingredient because I know I don't like them. Like, mustard is one. And I like eggs, but only if the yolk and the white are sort of combined with each other, like in a savory context. Like, custards and meringues are different. But I don't like Like fried, poached, boiled eggs. Scrambled, yes. You know, quiche, delightful. Frittata, one of my favorites. But a boiled egg, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not for me. I am very happy for the people who enjoy it, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know what it would take for me to like a boiled egg. I really don't. Samantha says, given the number of very normal foods I absolutely hate, it's kind of weird that I love Parma violets. You know, but you know what? Hey, you do you. If it makes you happy and it's delicious, then good. Susie Mister says, is it more of a texture than a flavor thing? Also, hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good Monday. Kyle's here as well, says greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations to you too, Kyle. Hail and well met. I hope you're having a good Monday so far. Hello, hello. Susie says, hey, been lurking. Thank you so much for the lurk as well, and thank you for popping out to say hey. I definitely have a lot of textures that are the bad texture. With eggs, it's not so much a texture thing as... Okay, with fried eggs, partially it's the sound that they make when you cook them. Because they make weird squeaky noises, and I don't like that. With boiled eggs, I think it's a combination of the smell. The runny yolks make me nervous, and if they are very, very well cooked, they remind me of the boiled eggs that my mother made when I was little, and I never ate them. Where she would boil them to within an inch of their life, so they got that thing where, you know, when you boil eggs for a really long time and you get that, like, ring of gray around the outside of the yolk? She did that. A haunter enjoying some lavender-scented soaps. You know, I've been meaning to make lavender soap for quite a while. I haven't done it yet, but I've been meaning to. One of these days I'm going to do it. Anyways, we have a terrible drawing time redeemed, so I'm going to do some terrible drawing. First of all, let me explain to you what terrible drawing time is. If I can spell it correctly. Terrible drawing time. It's a phenomenon here on stream where I have, for 5,000 channel points, I've got 5 minutes or less to draw a character or concept if you are choosing from memory or sight unseen. There's not a lot of room on this terrible drawing canvas. So I think I'm going to switch to the new one. There is a little bit of space left. I do want to fill it out, but I don't think I've got... Well, maybe I could fit them in here. Maybe I could fit them in here. Okay, I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to get them in there. But yeah, the terrible drawing canvas. And then the terrible drawing canvas usually kind of just... I forget to post it anywhere. Samantha, no. We don't do that. No. Anyways, I've been wanting to experiment with actually making 18th century soap since I made a video about kind of soap. So that's something that's going to happen at some point, fingers crossed. But I would certainly like to attempt, if I can, to draw a haunter. Let me pull up my timer. So I've got 5 minutes on the clock, starting now. Now. Okay, there it goes. All right. I do not. Anyways, but I will attempt to draw Haunter, enjoying some lovely soap. Okay, what the flip does Haunter look like? Okay, so Haunter is like they're kind of a ball, but they're like a kind of a spiky ball. So if I can draw, but also, oh shoot, I need to, okay. I'm just gonna try and get like a vague Haunter shape. I think it's kind of like, they've got like little spikes, and then they've got very derpy looking eyes. And then a big smile. Yeah. And they've got like one snaggly tooth because I say so. But the weird thing about Haunter is that the one where like their hands are not connected to their body? So I could just put their hands down here. Because I'm just gonna put their hands down here. I feel like I can do their head a little bit better than this, I feel like. Hold up. We're starting over. We're starting over. I mean, I know the whole point of this segment is terrible drawing time. Oh no, did I erase a bit of James Hoffman's hair? I did. Sorry, James. Let me put it back. Oh no. I'm so sorry, James Hoffman. Okay. So, I think I'm going to have it slightly less facing perfectly forward. Does Haunter have kind of a tail? I don't know. I'm just going to, I mean, it's a ghostly kind of creature, so I'm gonna play it as though it does, I guess. I love Haunter, such a great design. Honestly, Gengar is a big of a downgrade looks wise, says Samantha. I mean, I am firmly of the opinion that there is zero shame in just choosing not to. Oh, for flip's sake. Okay, I'm pausing the timer because I need to fix the camera. So the timer is paused. Okay, we're about halfway through. R.I.P. camera indeed. I'm so sorry. Let me at least it's a fairly easy fix. I just have to literally force close out of the camera program and then relaunch it, and it should work. Sorry about that, everybody. But anyways, little floaty hands, says Medi Distractions. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we love them little floaty hands. Okay, we should be back up and running, so let me pop back. Yay! Okay, let me restart the timer. Well, not restart the timer, but resume the timer. I'm not giving myself another 5 minutes. That would be cheating and not fair, because look, I've already drawn all of this little buddy. Okay. So I'm gonna get a bit of that out of the way so that I can draw his weird floaty hand. Weird floaty hands, and they're holding a bar of soap. That's supposed to say soap, and I'm gonna just draw some sort of sudsy bubbles around it. Yay! Sudsy bubbles of soap, and he's got his big smile because he's really excited about his fun soap, and he's got some. I'm gonna give him just little fangies. Now it does look like he's trying to eat it, but he's not. He's just really happy. We scared the camera with the Haunter drawing. Oh no, they were scared because it's a ghost type. Oh jeez. Oh no. I don't know how we can tell this soap is lavender. So I'm just gonna put an arrow. I'm just gonna draw a little stalk of lavender here so you can tell that it's lavender soap. There we go. Yay, now you know it's lavender soap because I drew some lavender next to it. Ta-da! There he is. He's so happy to have soap. He's not eating it, he's just smiling. That's just what his face looks like. He understands that it's not for you know, Pokemon consumption. It just smells really good. Anyways, Samantha, I hope you're happy. I really do. We've got 29 seconds left, but I don't think there's any improving upon this. I'm gonna have to get a picture of a Haunter up to see how I did. I did try. Well, I can't say it looks exactly like Haunter, but listen, can you kind of tell who it's supposed to be? Maybe, sort of, I hope. I hope so. Oh, beans. Anyways. Okay, thank you, timer. I'm trying to pull up a Pokédex so we can just look at this little buddy. All right, here we are. Where's my show and tell screen? There we go. Ta-da! It's Haunter! I mean, Haunter is a ghost Pokemon. What is eating soap gonna do? Kill them again? It is a perfect Haunter. 10 out of 10, no notes, said Samantha. Oh, thank you! And thank you for the claps, Many Distractions. I appreciate it. So yeah, I tried my best. I tried my best. I feel like... does it have the spirit, at least? Does it have the spirit of this ghost? Does it have some semblance of the spirit? I hope so. Anyways, there it is. He's very happy about his soap. It does look like he's trying to eat it, and I really wish he wouldn't do that, because that's not good for your well-being. Anyways, shall we continue? It 100% is recognizably Haunter. Yay! I definitely can't do that with all Pokemon. There are Pokemon that I for sure haven't heard of and would not be able to draw accurately at all. So, so thank you for that one, I guess. Alright, I need to decide what color of glaze this teacup has. Which is obviously extremely important of a detail. I think I might just pick up a little bit of this violet and just maybe blue it down a little bit by adding some of this teal. Just create like a delicate... Just a very... Oh god, this is good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh geez. Okay, I am going to attempt to paint some tiny, super subtle patterning onto this teacup, which is absolutely a mistake because it is 100% not visible to the human eye. That is barely visible. Jeez, what have I done? Okay, you know what? That'll do. That's the color of the teacup and its funky little glaze. It'll look better when there's line weight. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna look up what strawberry plants look like because I want to pop a row of like strawberry plants into this little bed here. But I'm glad you approve of the Haunter, Samantha. I'm so glad. That is absolutely a relief. I mean, 5,000 channel points is not an insignificant amount, so I do hope that people enjoy their terrible drawings. I mean, I do say at the outset that the drawings will be terrible, so there is that, you know. And I expect that folks should be able to manage their expectations accordingly. But anyways, strawberry you know, I would feel like I should just know how to draw like a strawberry plant, but the last time I tried to grow strawberries, it rained for a few days while we were away and they all died. And beyond that, I haven't been able to go strawberry picking. Aw, pretzels! Beyond that, I haven't been able to go strawberry picking for many, many years now. I see that Aoife has redeemed the old-timey mid-Atlantic accent for the next 5 minutes. Thank you very much indeed for doing that, Aoife. Oh, I've completely forgotten my, my train of thought. Oh, no. Oh, no. What was I saying? Oh, geez. Oh, pretzels. Oh, beans. We should all get our monies back for the false advertising, because your drawings are never terrible, says Samantha. Now, that's not true, and that's not... Listen, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Truly it is. That's oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, heavens to Betsy. What do you want me to do? Accept a compliment? You know that isn't possible. My goodness. Now then, I'm going to take another sip of my tea is what I'm going to do. Now, very wonderful it is. Right. Now then, I've got some nice pictures of strawberry plants here. At least I hope so. And I'm going to attempt to draw some, and hopefully they'll be okay. Oh goodness. Oh gracious. Oh, cheese, pizza, and chips, biscuits, and all that jazz. Now, what I need is a good amount of this teal here, and then I'm going to add some yellow to make it a bit more of a fresh leafy green. I think that ought to do it. In what universe is this blue? Definitely not this one, I'll tell you that much. Truly. Not that I'm complaining, because I bought it because I thought it looked teal. Anywho, you will accept the compliment and you will like it, says Samantha, or else. Oh good, chat's threatening me, everyone. Should I be scared? Oh good, my moderator/spouse is at home. I think so anyways, he's just come in the door. Hello, darling. It's wonderful to see you. As you can tell, I'm doing the old-timey mid-Atlantic accent thing for the next, 2.5 minutes. Anywho, I'm going to very quickly say hello to my moderator slash spouse. Hello, darling. Welcome home.
She says that, but actually, whenever she's talking normally, this is what she sounds like.
It's true. It's all an act. Hello, darling. Welcome home.
Have you broken anything else since I've been gone?
I haven't broken anything else. I promise. Just the things I frantically telephoned you about earlier. Everything seems to fall apart at once.
I'll put the kettle on then and turn lights off.
Darling,
Yeah.
don't put the kettle on. It will break the stream and everything else in the house. I'm serious. Do not put the kettle on. It breaks the electricity. Anywho, threatening you with loving affirmations. It's very, very sweet of you. Thank you very much indeed. You really are just a lovely, lovely bunch of people, and I do feel incredibly grateful that I get to spend time doing silly things like paintings with you. Anywho. Right, now then. I suspected moderator slash spouse, says Aoife. Yes, I'm very glad he's home anyways. But I always am, because I like spending time with my moderator slash spouse. That's why we got married. Anyways. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of this, what was it? Desert yellow, I believe. And just fold that in to hopefully make a nice fresh green that feels like it could be strawberries. Well, obviously not the berries themselves, but the leaves and such, you know. Oh goodness. Maybe just a smidge more of it, I think. Right, now. How's that? How am I feeling about that? Let me test it out. Does that feel appropriately green? I think it's almost that. Maybe just a little bit more of the teal. Maybe just a smidge. Oh, thank you for the strawberry many distractions. That did, in fact, we did strawberry emote because of the because I used to stream the game Celeste. I would like to. There is some additional content of that game that I would like to get back to and stream at some point, but unfortunately, I lost my stream save, and I have to refinish the game, and off stream, presently, I'm stuck on this one level that I cannot beat. I've been at it for hours on and off. And as soon as I actually manage to finish it and finish the game and I can do the DLC stuff, then we'll do the Celeste DLC levels on stream. But I don't know when that will be because it's not happening. Anyways. Fingers, I mean I've completed the game once before, so I should be able to do it again. But I honestly don't remember this level, so maybe I just somehow sped through it with relative ease the first time. And I don't know what's going on now. Anyways, Aoife says, so I caught my mum today about to bring all her books to the old phone booth, which is a public book swap and disposal thingy. Luckily, I caught her in time and saved some of them. Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations on rescuing some of the books. But also, I will also say that, you know, book swaps and exchanges and that kind of thing are fantastic, and I'm very glad that they exist. Okay, I'm starting by drawing in some, like, stemmy, stocky bits, and then we'll add in some leaves. And Celeste is such a fun game. I hated the DLC levels, though, says Samantha. Oh, jeez. Oh, geez. I know that part of the reason that I decided not to stream the DLC when I got to it was that, oh my god, it is a difficult game, is Celeste. And I thought, you know, I was challenged getting through it. But I'm also, and the DLC kind of ups the stakes in terms of difficulty. But I thought to myself, well, you know, I have been doing video games professionally for a bit now, and I kind of felt like, well, you know, maybe it would be worth, like, trying it again. And maybe I'll be better at it. Um, but also, you know, I might bounce off of it and be like, no, this is too hard. I don't like it. I don't like the mechanic of it. I don't like the gameplay or whatever, and just decide that actually, no, it isn't for me. But, you know, I can stream it once, decide, okay, well, I'm glad we explored that, and then just never do it again. That's allowed. That's fine. So, that was my thinking of what I might do. With that. Okay, how am I going to draw these leaves? Sort of broad, flat leaves sticking out here and there. This is just making it look like kind of a funky leafy mess, but you know what? Actually, I think that probably kind of works. And once we get the berries on top of it, you'll kind of, I think you'll understand what's happening with these, I hope. I love that they use old phone booths for it in a lot of places. It's a really fantastic way of repurposing that little, like, sheltered, you know, accessible space. So, yeah, I am entirely here for that. I think that's rad as heck. Also, I now have some of the music from Celeste stuck in my head, which is very fun. Because I do think that's one of the things I really like about Celeste is the music. It is a delightful, absolutely banging tunes. But yeah. I remember when I did stream Celeste, I got a lot of attempted backseaters in the chat, so if I did try it again, I would hope that wouldn't happen again. I mean, it's in the rules. But you never know. People love telling you how you're doing it wrong. It's like, listen, I know I'm doing everything wrong, but I'm trying my best. I'm just a little guy, okay? Anyways, I Celested not all that far, says Aoife, before Hollow Knight called. Again! Hell yeah. I mean, they are very different, despite both being in 2 dimensions. They're very different games. And I always find it's a bit of an adjustment in my brain going from one game to another when, you know, sort of trying to just get my muscle memory around using different buttons to do different things. Like even playing the Snufkin game, which is very different to anything else that I've played recently. I kept trying to so in this game, if you want to run, you press left trigger, and if you want to play your instrument, you press right trigger. And I kept pressing right trigger to run because right trigger is the button that you use to run in another game that I've played quite a lot of. So my brain was like, no, what are you doing? So that was a little bit of a fun and slightly frustrating situation. What else do we want to put in this garden? Because I was going to do like 3 sort of rows of different things. Maybe like a tomato plant or something, or tomato plant would be a fun sort of nice controversial choice. Did you know that a lot of like European and like, you know, sort of North American folks in the 18th century, there was a lot of like, so tomatoes are poison, don't eat them because they're a member of the nightshade family, and they thought that like tomatoes would do an oof ouch. And so just didn't eat them. Even though there were like recipes around for tomatoes, there were people who were eating tomatoes and obviously not getting sick and dying. So I don't know what was up with that, but there we go. Anyways, more strawberries, says Samantha. I mean, I could just draw a whole bunch of strawberry plants. But Celeste just makes me want strawberries, says Samantha. She also says, Samantha says, Sammy is a pro gamer, confirmed. I mean, technically, on a technical basis, I am a professional gamer in as much as I do receive a small amount of revenue from streaming. Especially when I remember to run ads, which I didn't today, so enjoy. Anyone who's come in, I apologize for the pre-rolls. If you got them, I'm sorry. But for everyone else who's been here, you're welcome for not running ads. Anyways. Streamer, you're streaming the stream wrong, says Many Distractions. Oh, it's amazing what people want. Well, it's amazing what people will backseat. People will backseat game, of course. They'll be like, you have to look over there. Go do that thing. Go do this thing. Stop doing that and go doing that instead. No, you're pressing the buttons wrong. But people will also, like, you should be using an angled brush for that. Why don't you try combining these colors instead? No, don't do the background like that. Like, people will. But people will also just, like, backseat content or moderate. If there is a thing, there will be someone out there who has backseated it, basically. And I understand the temptation sometimes. Watching someone do something and you feel like you could do it better. To just be like, hey, you should do this or you should do that. But it's usually not very helpful. I didn't know tornadoes grew on plants. I hope they never get imported here, says Aoife. Oh, tomato. Hey. That was good, thank you. Hello, Moriax. How's it going? I plan to be the first person to backseating. No, don't tell her like that. Do it more like this. Yeah, exactly. You need to rephrase your urgent suggestion there. Incredible. Anyways, hi, how's it going? Welcome on in. Lovely to see you. Welcome. I'm almost out of beverages. Oh no. Anyways. And I do not have a working kettle anymore, so I'm gonna have to figure some way of making myself a hot drink when I get home. Have you been backseat before? This is the most amateurish backseat I ever witnessed. Noob, says Eva. Oh my god. Oh no. Samantha says, tomato, tornado. Imagine if people said tornado. It's like, oh no, there's a tornado coming. I don't know why that tickles me so much, but it really, really does. Oh dear. I don't know what else to put in this veggie patch. I don't know. Do I want to put like a little tomato plant or something? What did tomato plants look like? I also had a tomato plant, but it died. Things went. I bought a strawberry plant and a tomato plant at the same time, and they both looked like they were gonna fruit, and I was really excited. AKA if tornadoes had been invented in Britain, yes, they would have been tornadoes. Absolutely. That's actually how we say it in German. Ah, see, it makes sense in German. Like, I can feel like the sound would make sense if I were speaking German. But it feels super wrong to say it that way when I'm speaking English. Oh, goodness gracious. I could do some little tomato plants. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do some little tomato plants, I think. Or attempt to, anyways. So. And then promptly kill them, says Sledge. Darling, yes, I know. I was so excited. I thought we were gonna get strawberries, we were gonna get tomatoes, and then it rained once and they died. Anyways.
I should probably put the milk away.
Oh! You bought milk! Yeah, that should probably go in the fridge. Please tell me, would you let me know whether or not the fridge is still running? Yay! Okay, the fridge is still working, everybody. Hooray. Oh, good stuff. Kobe says if tornadoes had been invented in Britain, they'd be called something weird up north, like hurly-whirlies or something. Okay, but that would be super cute, though. That would be super cute, and that is true. Tornadoes, darling.
Yes, no one invented tornadoes.
Yeah, I know, but if they had been... If we got tornadoes round these parts, what would we have... Would you have said, oh no, it's a tornado? Or would you have said tornado? Because you say tomato. He does say tomato. Hurly-whirly's a hurricane, says Samantha. Oh, I see. I hope the fridge has a nice run. The fridge is training for a marathon. Sometimes running a business can feel like running a marathon. In a desert. It's quicksand. Accounting software advert guy. I wish you were my friend. Anyways, in case anyone doesn't know, I have one singular celebrity crush, and it's this guy from these accounting software ads, and he's my favorite, and I want to be his friend. Sorry, honey. Anyways, tornadoes are spinny winnies. Ah, yes, okay. Hurly-whirlies are hurricanes, and tornadoes are spinny winnies. I love this country. What? I'm sorry, what? No! Sammy-Ann! What are you doing? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That is very sweet. For the kettle fund. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Sammy-Ann. For some reason, TTS doesn't run on these ones, so I'm going to attempt to do TTS Nicole's voice here. A small amount for the kettle. There we go. Yay! I think my moderator / spouse is is dismantling our old kettle. Okay. Anyways, kettles are important, says Sammy-Ann. Oh, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Oh, wow, that's some fanfare, says Samantha. Aw. That is, The music, by the way, is from, ATV, I believe? Yeah, ATV, which is, one of the old regional, ITV channels. I think it would have been the one that my moderator / spouse would have seen growing up if they were allowed to watch anything other than the BBC on his television at home. TTS Nicole, my mortal enemy. She does love to say Samantha Junderscore42. I have tried to explain to her that your surname is not Junderscore42, but she's a little confused. But she's trying her best. And she very much wants your esteem. Anyways. Anyways. But yes, she does say Samantha Junderscore42. She's trying her best. Anyways, she is a wombat, to be fair, so the fact that she's mastered human speech at all is extremely impressive. Hello, darling.
I've replaced the fuse. I obviously won't plug anything till you're done here.
Okay, yeah, don't plug in the kettle. Don't do it. Anyways, I have asked him to not plug in the kettle. Nicole is doing her best, says Sammy-Ann. She is, and genuinely, for a wombat, I think she's doing amazing. I feel like I need to do some official channel art for TTS Nicole. She's a wombat, and she's just like this guy, she's wearing dungarees. She is a very sweet lady. I think wombats are so stinking cute. I mean, to be fair, I have never met a wombat in real life, and there's a good chance that I never will, but I think they're very, very cute. Hello, moderator / spouse, what's going on? You're making a cup of tea. Painstakingly, I assume, by boiling the water in the hob or microwave. Not right now. But thank you for asking. Good luck. I love you. Anyways, I mean, of course she's wearing dungarees. She's a wombat, says Samantha. Exactly, you get it. Sammy-Ann says, Nicole is doing her best, and Sammy as Nicole is just precious. I'm trying my best. I don't think I can be as cool as, like, the TTS voice, but, I tried. I did. Okay. How's this? I put in too much teal. I wanted this to be a little bit more yellow. Heck. Wow, heck. Okay. More yellow, please. A nice sticky amount of yellow. How's that look? Here's a joke for you, chat. What's brown and sticky? A stick. Anyway, ornery. Wombats can be a bit ornery, says Sammy Ann. Ornery, is it? Oh, okay, but very suburb beasts to admire from a distance. You know what? I am very happy to admire from a distance. With most creatures. I can be respectful, you know? I can admire from a respectful distance. I understand that just like not every human person that I encounter, you know, sort of not all friends want hugs, and that's okay. Likewise, not all creatures want scritches, and that's also okay. Respect, you know? Oh, superb. I see. Okay. I thought you meant suburb as in, like, you might see them just sort of, like, dooting around the streets at, like, you know, sort of in the small hours of the morning, like we do in my neighborhood with foxes. It's rare that I'm out at the times of night where you're likely to see a fox, but the one time that I did, it was quite magical. I was a little bit too sleepy to properly appreciate it, but it was quite magical. I was traveling. I was catching a Eurostar very early in the morning, and I had to get to London first in order to get to the Eurostar station, which meant I had to be up and about at around 4 in the morning. But I did get to see a fox, so it was worth it. And I was exhausted for the first day of that, like, 3-day trip. And so, to be honest, I don't think I would do that again. In the way that I did. Simply because I being up so early in the morning meant I was too tired to, like, properly appreciate my travels. Foxes are mystical creatures, says Samantha. They are incredible and so beautiful, and I just to be blessed by getting to see one is so special. Foxes are quite something, says Sammy Ann. Wholeheartedly agree. They are lovely. Kobe says, wombats are amazing. They have square poop and fight predators with their super hard butts! I love that. I love that so much. I love that so very much. That is just fresh as heck, and I love that for them. Very, very cool. Okay. Gonna try drawing some leaves onto here. Getting very... Is this good leaves? No, this is very abstract leaves, but you know what? I'm okay with the leaf situation being a little bit abstract. Because mostly the focus is going to be, there's going to be tomatoes on it. And the tomatoes are very excited. How does evolution decide? Square poop. That is what's going to help this guy survive. Oh, who knows? Oh, who knows? But it is pretty cool. Okay. Out comes a leaf over here, and another one here. Here. Cool. These tomato plants are looking a little silly. But I think they'll look better once we've got some fruits on them as well. Okay. Sorry, got quiet for a second because I was concentrating. The fact that they kind of overlap each other as well, kind of making it harder to, like, figure out what the flip I'm doing with each of them, I think. But I think it works reasonably well. Okay, kind of slightly smaller leaves on the bottom ones, to be honest. And we're nearly there. Let's get the... Spiky little leafies. Little friends. Little friend-shaped leaves. Do. Like so. Make sure we've still got enough paint on the thing. Anyways. The green thingy on the left, is it 3D? DFX, hello. The green thingy. Oh, this is not 3D printed. This is also hello. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Hope you're having a good Monday. This is Bulbasoup, which we won at one of those like seaside arcades. One of those machines where like you put a coin in and then it sort of like shoves a little platform forward and you can win more coins or occasionally a little prize. This is Bulbasoup. And this is Snorlax, their friend, which I won in an arcade. Now, the little guy on the left is Lego. This is Anana. I think you're talking about Anana. Oh, was it Anana? Sorry. There's Bulbasoup over here. There's Anana on the other side. Anana is the pineapple friend of the stream who holds my paintbrushes. And he is made out of Lego. Left thingy. Yes, Anana. Apologies. Anyways. But yeah. How are you doing? This looks like playing Stardew Valley, but more exotic. Nice. Thank you. Anyways, I hope you're having a good Monday. Sorry for absolutely getting left and right mixed up. I just saw the green thing and I was like, oh, Bulbasoup. Anyways, his name is Bulbasoup because it is clearly not a licensed Pokemon figure. Therefore, for legally distinct purposes, this is Bulbasoup. Shoppers. Ah, Bulbasoup says, hello, Raiders. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Scissor. Thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Welcome on in, friends. How was your stream? I would love to hear all about it. Let me get a shout out for Scissor in the chat. If I can type correctly, hopefully I can. Anyways, hi, welcome on in. How was your stream? It's lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. For anyone who's just come in on the raid, hello and welcome. I'm Twitch user Sammy Kelsh. I'm a variety streamer. I stream art on Mondays and Thursdays. I say thank you very much to DFX for the follow. I appreciate it and welcome on in. But yeah, I do art on Mondays and Thursdays. I do cozy game streams on Fridays, and occasionally on other days if I feel like it. But it's rare. But today we're working on some watercolor in this wonderful new set of super granulating watercolors that I got recently. And I've had an interesting day. But I'm having a lovely time painting this piece. It is, of course, taking longer than I expected, but that's okay. We're just being very intentional and very, taking our time with it, and that's all right. Scissor says we had a lovely Baldur's Gate 3 stream as per usual. Oh, lovely. I hope that things are going well. If I may, did you want to let us know about what like character type and class and all that are you playing in the BG3? I still haven't played any of it yet, but it looks like so much fun. Looks like so much fun. I'm so jealous. Samantha says, BG3 winner of every Game of the Year award, which I think officially makes it the best game ever made. I need to get in on this, but I'm really glad that you had a lovely time as well, and thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. That is very, very cool of you. That was very cool. I'm glad to hear that your stream was good. But yes, for anyone who's just come in and you're wondering what my art looks like when it's not very partially painted, let me see if I can find a semi-recent representative painting of something that I've done. Okay, y'all get to look at these guys. These are the gnome husbands who hang around on stream sometimes. They're a very cozy couple little guys. Here they are just enjoying a nice cup of hot cocoa together, and snuggled down under their little patchwork quilt in their little cozy cottage, because I am just, I'm just a sap like that, and I like to manifest cozy times, damn it, okay? And that's fine. Anyways, Scissor said I'm playing as a paladin currently because you get to hit loads, but I play as a bard in my main playthrough. Ooh, nice choices both. I have been thinking lately that I've never been a paladin in anything, and I would really like to give it a go at some point because it seems like a fun class to play. I know bard is fun. Bard is very, very fun. That is awesome. Let me get another shout out for you as well. If you're not following Scissor, you should go do that. You can do that here. And thank you once again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Anywho, this is what we're working on today. I'm just going to finish off getting the last bits of foliage onto this tomato plant, if that's all right. Does this look like tomato leaves? I hope so. They're kind of... They kind of stick out like that. Sort of. I don't know. These plants are going to have some tomatoes on them shortly, which will make them look like more like tomato plants, I hope. Anyways, I feel like, is my camera looking a little bit frame ratey for anybody else, or is it just looking frame ratey for me specifically? I don't know, but anyways, yeah, question for the chat. If you are Dungeon Dragon or Baldur's Gate-ish at all, what is your favorite class to play as? I am in my, like, main campaign at the moment. I'm a sorcerer, which is, I love it, but also there are so many features I completely always forget to use as a sorcerer, and thankfully my character is not very good at being a sorcerer, so it's totally in character for them to not know how to do sorcerer stuff. There, and I think it allows me sort of the opportunity to learn how to do sorcerer stuff as I go, as they learn how to be a sorcerer as they go, so... I did good with this backstory. Anyways, Samantha says, I love bards. I went bard in my co-op game with my friends. My solo honor mode run was a Thorlock, just to be absolutely broken and spam Eldritch Blast 9 times around. Oh my gosh. Went briefly frame ratey. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. But nice. Oh my gosh, a Thorlock. That is a fun combo. I mean, Warlock is also quite fun to play. Eldritch Blast, super useful. Though that being said, when I... very, very wonderfully of me, I oftentimes, for getting, like, character stats and stuff together, I will start by going to fast character, which will just randomize stuff for you that you don't want to necessarily bother making a decision about. And so, my charisma modifier as a warlock was a big old goose egg. So when I reached the point where I could have agonizing blast as a feature, which adds your charisma modifier to your eldritch blast to make it do gooder, I was like, oh wow, I get to add, let's see, +0. Okay, so that's, like however much damage plus 0 for charisma. Fantastic. Oh no, that was a goof. Anyways, Scissor says, in honor mode, I'm playing as a druid ranger, which is working really well, except accidentally killing NPC. Listen, it happens to the best of us. And it wasn't on purpose, so, Anyways, I'm trying to think of how I would portmanteau the words druid and ranger together to create a new hybrid class. Dranger? Or ranged? Neither of these work. Druid, ranger. Let's stick with that. Dranger. That sounds almost but not quite like danger. And maybe that tracks as well. I don't know. But tee. Anyways, I'm just gonna, as we chat, I'm just gonna mix up a slightly variant green for the little bit of plants that you can see over here, which I think is going to be like maybe some wild leeks or something. Because I think that sounds frankly delicious. Or a ruid, says many distractions. Also very good. Have your druid ranger have a PhD. Dr. Anger. Yes. Perfect. I love it. I love that with my whole heart. Dr. Anger. Yes, perfect. Teehee. Okay, this is just about out of our visible field over there, but that'll do, I think. We have the beginnings of a veggie patch. Good job. Good job, me. Yay. This is Dr. Anger would so work, though. I love that. That's really good. That's really, really good. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I know I asked the question, but do I have a favorite class? I don't know. I really liked playing as a druid, but I also was I didn't really. I think we got about as far as like I think we were maybe level between 3 and 5, so there was a lot that I didn't get a chance to play with as a druid. Um that was baby's first like character was a druid. Um and I love her so much, and I'm very fond of her. Uh But yeah, I also, because of that, I didn't do a lot of druid stuff because I only played like I think maybe 2 games as that character. I'm just very invested. Partly because my character and my moderator slash spouse's character in those games were married. Um, anyways, so this is basically like all of the charisma classes, but Bard is objectively the best. Jack of all trades, choose 2 or 3 to master. Bard is fun. Bard is fun. Also, if you want to, you get to have musical instruments. And if you're a silly sausage, you could choose to make one of your musical instruments a pipe organ. Because why not? That's what I did. Anyways. I wanted to like add some additional sort of details and flowers and what have you to this sort of little front garden here. In front of the hills, but I don't know what I want to do with that yet. Beans. But I think, okay, let's add in the tomatoes and let's add in the strawberries first, and then look at adding the tomatoes as well. Because I think for the strawberries, I think I'm just going to use Galaxy Pink. for the strawberries. I think it'll work well enough. I hope it'll work well enough. Well, you know what? I'm gonna try it, and we'll see. We'll see if it looks strawberryish enough. If I just sort of pop some little strawberries here and there among the greenery, hopefully it'll give you the feel that there are some strawberries on this plant. Yay! Strawberries! I think that works. Okay. Anyways. But yeah, I'm really liking being a sorcerer, which is what I'm up to in sort of my main games these days. They're very, but I think also it's the fact that I'm very attached to the character that I'm being. But that's also a very charismatic little guy. Oh no. One moment please, everyone. I'm so sorry. One moment please. Okay, I thought I was gonna sneeze, but instead I just have that feeling inside my nose like I'm about to sneeze, and it's just not happening, which is extremely rude, but here we are. Never mind. Question for the chat, what's for dinner? What y'all doing for dinner? I'm making poutine of a sort. I say of a sort because, it's, I'm not able to get the cheese curds that one would use to make poutine in Canada here in the UK. So instead, I'm just using some like fresh mozzarella. Oftentimes I would use like halloumi to stand in for the cheese curds because it has more of that squeakiness, but I'm using fresh mozzarella because it's not as salty, because the poutine sauce like mix that I brought back from Canada last time, which is what we're using right now, is so salty. It is so salty. I cannot imagine having a salty cheese with it without just obliterating our blood pressures. And I don't think that's good for our well-being, so I would rather not do that, honestly. Okay. I am mixing together the pink and the orange to make hopefully a nice like ripe tomato color. I hope. But I do want to try and get a ton. How much of this paint can I get on my brushy? Because I would like lots. Because I would like it to have a nice amount of depth to it. Okay, that's decent. But can I get a little bit more of the pink? Okay. Nearly there. I think these two combined I think should work fairly well, hopefully. Hopefully anyways. Should give us a nice tomatoey hue. Should we do like little tomatoes or like big tomatoes? I think fairly little tomatoes might be nice. Like little cherry tomatoes kind of situation. And I'm just gonna pull up a picture of a tomato plant again so I can kind of maybe make it look like an actual tomato plant a little bit. Probably not very well, but you know. Okay, so I think the tomatoes just kind of look like they're just kind of hanging out amongst the foliage. So I'm going to try and make little tomato-esque circles here and there. Okay. I think that's cute. The color it's quite dark, but some like heirloom tomatoes are quite dark in color, so I feel all right about that. These, I don't know if I should have made these tomatoes bigger because they're kind of the same size as the strawberries, but maybe I mean they are little cherry tomatoes, so I feel like that's fine. I feel like that tracks. And as we get further away, the tomatoes get more tittle and small. Cool. Ta-da! Fruits! Check it out! Don't they look delicious? Probably not, but well, I think they read as they're meant to read at least, so that's a good. And I think I might actually leave it there for today because I should probably actually go cook dinner. So I'm gonna call it there for today. And we'll come back to this to finish up the textures and the line weight and stuff on Thursday. Next thing for their garden, a cherry tree. Oh, beans. Should I have drawn a tree? Oh no, because I didn't. Feeling very Stardew Valley now. I'm definitely gonna play some Stardew Valley when I'm done doing stuff later on. Just all the red fruits, delicious. Oh, I wish I had fresh cherries. Cherries are so good. They're so expensive, but they're so good. Anyways, I would quite like some red fruits. Maybe some of the trees back here are cherry trees. We'll just see some little red doots in the background. Who knows? I was gonna do some flowers out and about as well, but we'll get to that next time and fill out this piece a little bit more. But at least the whole thing is colored in now. We decided on a color for the house, and it's kind of lavenderish, which I think works pretty well. Anyways, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thanks for the raids, and thanks for being so nice. I've had a really nice time. I hope y'all have had a nice time. Okay, sorry. My whole screen went black for a second, and it did me nervous, but we're okay, I think. Anyways, let me take a little look-see and see who's online, who we might want to do a little raid on today. Alrighty. Okay, and again, thank y'all for hanging out. It's been a very nice time. I hope you've had a nice time as well. It has been a good. Anyways, shall I start a raid? I shall. Where's the start a raid page? There it is. Hopefully the stream is still working. To be honest, at this point, I'm not sure. Because my computer is doing a weird. But that's fine. Right, let me make sure that they're not just about to finish stream. I don't think they're just about to finish stream. Good, okay. So I'm gonna get a raid going to try and maintain those coziest of vibes. Head in the direction of, ooh, apparently some Fae artwork is happening. That's gonna be nice and cozy. Okay, yeah, working. Fantastic. Sweetheart, I can't believe you'd say all those rude words in chat. Exclamation mark language. Anyways, let me get a generic raid mess in chat. And I think given what we've done here today, I'm gonna pop the strawberries as the raid message emote. Feel free to grab the raid message if you want to. Grab the emotes if you have the emotes. Otherwise, you can just say generic raid message. Regardless, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been very, very fun. I'm gonna actually start the raid. I'm gonna remember to start the raid because I'm very intelligent. We're going to go say hello to the lovely Perrin, who's always a very nice, cozy vibe to hang out with, if you would like to. And regardless, I'm thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll be back on Thursday to probably finish this piece up. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. You're all breathtaking. Hope to see you again soon, and goodbye and good night.